What is up? Eclipse Dawn here. Coming back at you with another tarot reading. Thought I was gone, but I ain't. Because the cat came back the very next day. And I am a cat. And do you know what kind of cat I am? What kind of cat are you? Cool cat? No, you're a Taurus. Some Tauruses might be cats. I don't know if I've ever met one. But we're all sorts of things, aren't we? Astrologically, I am a Leo moon. Is that a surprise? I'm not going to tell you my rising, though. Unless you already know. And then it's not a problem. Wow, Taurus. You know what you got me in? My body. Which is great, because I've been dissociating from it. Ever since, basically, I stopped dancing, like, all the time. It was a slow removal. And, I have to find ways to come back to my body. And I say this because everyone needs their practice, right? It doesn't matter if I dance or if I go on a walk, whatever, right? And Taurus, you're about that, the body. You're about that. Take it or leave it, like it or not. A Taurus is good at keeping it home, usually. Even though Cancer is the sign of home, like the mother. A Cancer might not take care of a home the way a Taurus would. Anyways. Don't ask me about taking care of a home. I can't even start. Anyways, Taurus, this reading is for you, or for anyone. For anyone who was watching that resonates with the storyline that we're about to venture on together. If it doesn't, I just touched my nose. If it doesn't resonate with you, whether or not you're Taurus, rising, sun, moon, ascendant, that's rising, Venus, Mars, in some way, shape, or form, the energy will resonate with you, or it won't. And if it doesn't, that's okay. It's not for you. So, achoo. I am weird. All right. And for my subscribers who are watching, back in action, guys. I love you. Touching my face again. All right. So, I hope everyone is doing all right now during the eclipse, Taurus eclipse. And then there'll be a lunar eclipse. I can't remember what sign it's in. What's opposite of Taurus? Anyway, regardless, I think that's around the 16th. Look it up. But Taurus, you got a lot going on internally and externally. Your internal world and your external world could be coming to like a place of equilibrium in some way, or opposition. So that could be blessings, or a new self-perception, a new journey into your, like, being reborn into yourself. Or it could also be like an implosion, an explosion of your internal world becoming your external world, or your external world becoming your internal world, or they're like meshing in a way that could be good, depending on what's going on in your life and what's going on in your internal world, right? And so maybe in your internal world, you're coming to a new shift. Well, I know you are in some way, Taurus, but is it for your betterment always? But does it feel good? That's my question. It might not in some ways, but I really hope for some of you it really does. And for those of you that it's not feeling good for, or you're feeling grief or pain, my heart is with you, my condolences, and just stay strong like the bull that you are. Keep persevering the way you do. Keep reminding yourself to take care of your body. Keep loving people you love because you're really good at that. All right? Anyways, with that being said, let's get into your reading. I'm Eclipse Dawn, and I'm asking everyone's patience. I say the word God. It means God, Goddess, Divine, Spirit, Omnipresent, that shall not be named. That I am, that you are. Yeah. So if that confuses you or bothers you, that's fine. You can do whatever you're going to do about it. But I say God because it's more simple, simplistic. Now, and it's my culture, it's where I'm from, right? So we should all just kind of, I shouldn't say should, I could should all over. Anyway, let's just, God, Goddess Divine, please bless these cards in the name of the greater good of all beings. I ask this message to be for Taurus, the Taurus energy, or those who love Taurus, or whoever's watching. Through the Taurus energy, I will be referring to you as Taurus now. Thank you. And thank you to my ancestors, my spirit guides, my helpers. Thank you for being here. I call upon you to help me with this reading for Taurus. For those who are watching, I pray that it's benefiting all of us. I ask those who are here in the name of the most benevolent love to step forward and to surround us with a beautiful force field of light, only permeable to the highest love, compassionate love, in the name of the greater good of all beings, intergalactic and galactic, extragalactic, outer galactic, intro galactic, all of our sovereign souls, for beauty, for light, for love, for freedom. Thank you. So, that was a good one. Taurus, where are you right now? What are you feeling? What's going on with you right now? 10 of Pentacles reverse. Hey! Sorry, I won't make that noise again. How obnoxious. 10 of Pentacles reverse. Not meeting up to your standards, huh? Something's not meeting up to your standards financially, at home, with the job maybe, or a loss of even a family member I'm hearing, or the legacy. There's something that was worked for really hard and didn't come to fruition, or was stolen even, something. Whew. Taurus, maybe something happened to your home, devastation, earthquake. All right. What are the energies coming in for Taurus? Sorry, I'll show them. 3 cards came out. Oh, God. They're all reversed. King and Queen of Swords, King of Wands reversed. Queen of Wands reversed. Taurus. I can tell, you can tell by my expression, this is not pleasant. I'm going to shuffle a little more here before I say anything, please. Just give me a moment. I have a sick feeling in my stomach. This is the energies coming at you. Maybe these are memories too. I want to try to put this in the past because I don't like it. I always try to do that. A person or an energy that is, okay, let's start with thinking that this was a combo of energies that came through or is coming through at your life, probably causing this loss. It was a fucking tornado, monsoon of, bear with me, monsoon of fire, a fast and fierce sword, a merciless act or word spoken, a cruel energy, a deceitful and lustful almost energy, a Taurus, I don't like talking like this, okay? So I just want to say that if this isn't your story, don't make it your story. If this isn't something that you know about immediately that I'm talking about, something that's very much present in either your psyche or your present situation, okay, let this go. Let this go, because this is a general reading. This is something that might be something you're witnessing, okay? So take it or leave it, but please don't make it your story if it's not, because I'm not into condemnation or cursing or fear-mongering. Spears, yeah, definitely here. Okay, because a wand plus a sword is a spear. Is it not? Is it not? Ooh. I feel tired in my back. I feel tired in my body. Taurus, this could have been someone or something that caused you to lose everything. And almost to the point of your whole family being affected by this, like, and it could be almost demonic or using people around. Ooh, I don't like to get into that either. But regardless, it's something that you're facing inside or outside of your life. It could be that this is something that you've already moved past, but is still in your psyche and affecting your home life. Okay, that's in the most simplest form of somebody that isn't directly dealing with this energy right now. But some of you are, and I wanted to say, for those of you that are, if you're not, give thanks and just pray for those who are, okay? For those of you who are dealing with this energy right now of Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, okay? Queen of Wands. See how it's not, it's almost like hell. The fire goddess on a negative tip, okay? The Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Swords, excuse me. Also, like mirrors, funhouse mirrors, reflections that confuse you, okay? Thoughts that confuse you, words that are causing you to have this kind of infinity mirror effect going on, that's leading you to be, I don't know what is leading you to be. That's the next card. And that's the Queen of Swords reverse. And then you have the King of Wands. So you have the King and Queen of Wands, reverse. Yes, literally it could be two parents. It could be two people. It could be one person, all in one. It could be fire signs, Sag, Leo, Aries energy, Taurus. But I feel like it's like some kind of energy that's refusing its mortality, refusing its flaws, refusing to face its own demise or disease or dismantling, disintegration. This is not good. And I want to just hold on. 1 second. Taurus, I want to send loving, healing energy to you right now through my helpers, my angels. May they grant you serenity, peace, protection. Yeah. May they grant you peace. May they grant you protection, serenity, hope, peacefulness, comfort, well-being, courage, compassion for yourself, especially right now. Health, wealth, abundance. Please, thank you. And, that can come to you in any way, shape, or form. It might come to you in a dream. A lot of my spirit workers work in dreams. A lot of my team works in dreamland, which is funny because I particularly rarely remember my dreams unless they're very profound. And when they are, believe me, it's crazy. So, regardless, let's move on. Taurus, what is the result of this? So this energy coming at you, what is this leading you to be? What is this leading to in your life? What is this causing in your life? What is the result of this right now? What is the effect it's having? Spirit, thank you for helping us through this. I hope that anyone that's listening will be helped and guided through this time. 3 of Swords, heartbreak. That's at the bottom of the deck, so let's go. I see someone with their head down, in the corner. Heartbreak is hard. Ain't nothing easy about life, my friends. Ain't nothing easy about life. But there are easy moments and easy flow, easy energy. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's just you want to define life. Easy wouldn't be the first word, okay? But through heartbreak, you find the nuances of your new self, the detail of who you are. Nothing teaches you like a heartbreak does. And I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying I want it for you. I'm not saying you deserved it. I'm not saying that it should happen to you. I'm not saying you want it to happen again. I'm not saying any of that. But when it does happen, it is good to understand. It is helpful to understand through your healing, through your grief, and through your coming back around, being stronger, is that you are surviving something that all of us kind of end up going through in some way, shape, or form, and is a part of the journey, the path of your enlightened soul, of your journey as a soul through life. When it happens, you redefine yourself in a way that is painful because you grieve the person you were before, and that's very hard to let go of. But you rebuild up the person you become, and that has to do with your free will and your ability and and your lesson about co-creating with spirit, okay, with God. As you rebuild yourself, you make choices, right? So I have this card here, Two of Pentacles in reverse that popped out. I'm just going to shuffle a few more. Can I just know, let's move forward. What is happening here for Taurus right now in this change, in this eclipse? Woo! Things are intense right now. It's creating a world reversed, Six of Wands reversed, both. You're feeling like you are not supported. You're feeling like this loss has left you hanging for dear life. You don't know how to make a decision. Excuse me, this is the Five of Pentacles reversed, not the Two. That makes more sense. This feeling, okay. The Six of Wands reversed is a loss. And it feels and it looks like a huge loss, maybe even, or it really feels like one. It's definitely got you experiencing what it's like to fail in some way, or to be failed. Like it, we don't always win the battle. We don't always win the battle. We don't always come home with victory. Sometimes we come home broken and limping, bleeding. And this sense of not being supported by the world, by society, or just by the Great Mother, like feeling abandoned, feeling like it wasn't worth it to even have gone through. The heartbreak is real, and there's this contemplation about poverty, loss, mischoice, bad choices, or being put out. And I think there's a new part of you that's growing from here. I think there's a new part of your bullhead that's coming through, that's growing like a bud on a plant, that's kind of growing out of this. Something is growing from this. I'm not making that up. Something is budding from this that has to do with releasing poverty mentality, like budding out of this dead branch. I'm so sorry it had to hurt. For some reason it did. Let's bring the unicorns in. Spirit, would you like to bring some unicorn energy into Taurus's reading? Woo! Talk about your feelings. The answer to your question is a yes. So it's important that you get to talk about your feelings. You need to talk to friends. You need to talk to a therapist. You need to talk to someone who you can trust. Someone who is safe. Someone who is safe. You need to talk to someone who is safe. That might not be a person that you know really well. And the answer to your question is yes. So if you're wondering if this is for a purpose and something is growing out of you, yes. It has to do with your success. There's no doubt that this bud will grow into a fruit. A really beautiful, yummy fruit. Yes, like a plum or something. Yep. So from this fiery hell, from this delusion, illusion, and like control problems with control and losing family, losing homes, losing devastation, losing what you thought was your lineage, losing your identity even. Woo. Through heartbreak, you do go through this quote unquote dark night of the soul to bud a new head, a new strength, a new regenerative kind of concept of how you can provide for yourself. It's not easy, but it's a rebirth. Any more unicorn energy? Thank you, Spirit. Any more messages through the unicorns for Taurus? Or there's people watching, anyone who's receiving this message and it resonates with the present. I gotta end this soon. I always forget to do that. Anything else, Spirit? Ooh. Best friends. So again, with friends, tell a friend how you feel. Best friends. True friends stick together no matter what. So I feel like you're leaning on friends. There's light around you and your friends. See the light within yourself and everyone else. There's light in your heart. Okay, this is beautiful. This is a yes confirmation. You have beautiful friends. And that might be your, if it's not directly, if you're like, hey, I don't have friends, it could be your animals or your spirit friends. But I'm saying here, it looks like you open up to your friends, be vulnerable with your friends. Your friends are the ones, not the ones who aren't there for you. Your safe friends, the ones that are there, the ones that are present, the ones that don't mess with you, don't put you down. You know, friends sometimes let each other down, real friends, but they try not to let you down. They do their best not to let you down. They want to do good for you and they love you, care about you. Those are your friends. Sometimes we let each other down, but a good friend will recognize it and say, hey, I want to do better. And, you know, a good friend will say, hey, I'm having a hard time with myself, but I still love you and I want to still be there for you however I can. That's what a friend does. Okay, not friends that do all that other bullshit. Okay, it's not a friend, right? So you need to rely on your friends right now. It's okay to get help. It's okay to talk about it if it's in your mind. And it's okay to learn from people around you who maybe have a better understanding of how to care for yourself, okay? It's good to surround yourself with people who are capable of caring for themselves. Spirit wants to tell you that. It's important you spend time with people who are capable of caring for themselves. I hope you got that. All these cards are flying out. Okay, so some people might have had, a lot of people are experiencing PTSD in their life or being, you know, feeling like there's some type of trauma that's coming up. With the eclipse, they do that. Okay, eclipses do that. There's something about evidence. So maybe something comes out, that's a certain amount of information or something that brings up those feelings, okay? But I also see lost in space. Please take what you need, give what you can, and not too much. Give what you can, please take what you need, and not too much. Give what you can, and not too much. Please take what you need, and not too much. Give what you can, take what you need, not too much. Okay, feeling lost in space, maybe you gave too much, right? Feed your soul forgiveness. This is what you say to your soul. Forgive me, please come home. Because sometimes our forgiveness for ourselves is very hard. So ask your soul to forgive you. And ask for it to come home. Make a space for it. Put a food out for it even. Ask for it to come home. And say, I love you. I know it's crazy, but it's not. You're a survivor. And eclipse yourself. Hey, that's my saying. Eclipse yourself, which is what's happening, Taurus, in your name. Good Lord. Gypsy. Maybe you had to lose everything again because it's a part of your gypsy spirit. And that could be figuratively, not just, some people actually do have that in their lineage. And Lord knows there's lots of stories about having gypsy blood and just what it does to your life. And, you know, I'm not talking about that specifically, but it could be, but also just being nomadic, it being intrinsically in us as human beings. Sometimes the universe forces us to be nomadic for a certain period of time, whether we want it or not. And Taurus, I know you don't usually want that. But some of you go through phases in your life where you ask for it, and other times it's just put upon you. And I have a feeling that's what's happened with you in the past, or is going on right now. So ask God for forgiveness, soul for forgiveness, for strength to heal. And eclipse yourself means exactly that. When you eclipse something, you change it completely, right? It's transformed like a mutation. It brings forth a form that could only exist in that type of energy situation. And sometimes that happens in our lives, and you must eclipse yourself. You don't have to be violent about it. Gentle with yourself. Things take time. Eclipses don't happen in one day. It takes the whole cycle for it to happen. Then that crossover happens. And there's always residual. There's always timelines. So be gentle with yourself, but realize that if you want to change something, you can eclipse it. You don't have to hold on to the past. You don't have to identify with what you used to be if you don't want to. Okay, I think that's good enough for us. It's already 32 minutes. So I wish you well, Eclipse. Dawn signing out. Until next time. Thanks for hanging in there with me.